G'day mate, how's Makita? I'm getting it packed up, ready to go to its home on Monday or Tuesday, and I thought I'd show a video on how I'm packing it up for one start, but because I'm leaving the battery muffler off, I'll go back in the box with the saw. But today I've got to work out how the heavy duty air filler goes on the back of this. This back cover comes off. I've got other parts, but I'll get this bar and chain off first before I do anything else. Wait a minute. Okay, the bar's off. All this crap in here, I'm going to blow it off and compressed air, but not yet. Pack up these parts, all the parts that came with the saw, original parts, because I don't want them. They're used, but I don't own them, so I don't want them. So this has got the bolts, all the bolts that we're holding the muffler on. I'll wrap that up a little bit. I don't want to lose nothing. I'm going to put them in a sandwich bag, so bit of sticky tape around that. Oops. It's very nice and noisy. I'll pause, you don't hear the sticky tape. Okay, I'm back to so I sticky tape this up with the kitchen paper towel. Always leave it tag off so you have the tag and you undo the sticky tape easily. That's why I do that, so you have to look for it, but most guys probably use a knife anyway. I'll put that in the bag and put these all beside the saw. Let's go in there. The other parts is the original piston cylinder. Now all this really needs is a new ring, bit of port work. There's nothing wrong with it all. But the have a look at the pipes. A crack in the pipe. That's the pulse line. I found that before. Let's go in the bag. And the original dog, because he only had one dog, so that goes back in case he needs it one day. I'm gonna have to wrap some sticky tape around that. I don't want to bust a hole for the bag. Hang on, guys. Looks like I found another use for these boxes. They're like a hard plastic, so I'll wrap them around the log spike. I've got there, sticky tape it on, and no sharp bits. Right, it's always good to find something new. That's how that's the way it worked out. So two boxes, it's inside that. It's not going to spike, no one hurt no more. I'll tape it up. Well, that's all packaged up now. Again, with put tags so you can undo it quick. Let it all go in the big bag. And I'll sticky tape around the big bag so things can't fall apart and move, carry on. But that's all the parts I can think of. Mufflers on. The pipe, I haven't finished the pipe yet. I gotta talk to the owner about that, but I'll get back to him. You'll see the pipe soon anyway. So if you take that up, and I'll squash all the air of it and put it in the box. It's starting to get warmer in Australia. Very warm, but it's cool this morning. So you walk out in the sun, you can feel it. I'll do this out quick camera. Okay, that's all packaged up. That'll go on the saw somewhere like that, a big box full of bags and paper and whatever else. I'll set you up the top here and we'll look back down the saw. Okay, we'll have a look at the spark plug, make sure it's the right colour. I'm looking for a browny colour, not white or black, because black's too rich, white's too lean. A nice brown colour. Do that every time I do a saw for someone to make sure it's running right. Because I'm sea level here, so whoever gets it will have to tune it if they're high up. They get you rich in. But yeah, that should off now. What do you got? What do you got? Should be right. There's plenty of power. Now give it a little more fuel. You see that? I'll get closer in. Zoom. A bit lean, so I'll up the fuel a bit more. I don't want to cook this motor, but yeah, that's still that tattoo lean. So I'll probably put a quarter of a turn more in the high jet, and that's it. Right, this air filler thing. Let's try and work this out. So this is all the parts that came from America. That's the top cover. It's replacing that top cover. Try and make sure you guys can see. So a bit of a hump on the back. Internally the original filter's got like a fly screen inside, so the new one doesn't. Can't even tell where it's sucking the air from. It's sucking the air from somewhere. It's the part there, okay. Okay, yeah, it's coming from that part there, so it's actually air from the side of the motor. Looks like I have to remove that, but it means normally hot air. Don't really want hot air. Let's see how it goes, I suppose. Yeah, hot air. I don't like that idea. In Australia, things get too hot. We don't want to get hot. Alright, so that's the base for it. Okay, the base. Filter and stuff too. So after you replace all that stuff, it comes off. It does a really good job for what it is though. It's clean still. The clips, bolts. So that goes up there. Okay. So I have to put the carb here. No, I used to do. But the elbow for the saw. So I get this part of the saw done. I pull this part apart. Some of you guys don't know what they are. Hey, I've got instructions. Wow. Heavy duty stuff. That's interesting. I'll have to sit down and read through it, guys. I'll have to read. Pretty sure I got this worked out. I gotta pull through these two bolts here. Two screws. And start pulling the carburetor off. Change the intake boot. Or elbow, I should say. Elbow. One. Then drop. Here's the other. I put zip ties on the pulse lines and fuel line too, so it can't fall off easy. But that's that. It even comes with new bolts too. The only way I can understand this slips underneath that. I think so. There it goes over the top. Right. Over the top. Alright, that's alright. So I'm going to pull this carby off, and they've got a tricky little thing. I'll show you that. Just there. The tricky little thing you pull up. I'm going to do one here. It's what hides the carby bolts. I think some long those fly down. That's the part that holds the bolts for your carby in. That's just down here like a little wedge, and there's little lips here. So when you push it down, it'll contact and stay in there. It stops dust going back that way for the carby. So I now have to get that off. That's the intake boot that's going back on it, which is way smaller. Way smaller. But Makita does weird things, and Doma does weird things that seem to work, so I'm not going to go against that. There's that. What connects that? It goes inside the yep, those poles there, they go inside the carby itself. So I'll pull that off. Not sure if the Allen clips what they're in. No. Now torque screw. Hopefully. Well, there's one. They're pretty easy sort of work. I want you to know what they're doing. I prefer my solar or 372 as a base sort of work on. I've seen that McCulloch's will be mucking around for PMs 360 and PM 484. They're very similar. They have a separate cylinder. It's not clamshell. Just like I don't like the clamshells because you can't do too much to them. Any problem with this stuff here, you can't get the bolts out easily. I'm mucking around. I'm needed mucking around. I'll get those screws out and we'll get back to you in that. Part I forgot myself. So I'll show on the new one. New one there. There's a ball underneath your intake. That ball, there it is. That ball locks in to the actual chassis of the saw. It's like just clips in like a socket. So that's, you got to undo this to make it come off. So that's basically up. Go up the screw and pull your screws in. Without breaking anything. Not very flexible. I think I'm at the same hole. No, hole's not big enough. that off before. Go that way. Alright, hang on, I'll pause you again, mate. So the easiest way I've just found out then, pull out the flywheel screw first, and you can manipulate it around a bit more and pull out the right one, but it's still super tight. I'll show you that ball. You guys haven't done this before. There's a ball joint just there, so that new air filler clicks into that, so is the old one, but yes, that's what I need. So that will go in like that, and screw it all back up together, put the thing in. I'll get back on that now. Well, I think I've worked it out. Going by this picture here, it's black and white, so not much detail. I looked at it, I can see a bit of a pigtail just where my thumb is. So I worked out what it is, and everything's stiff because it's new rubber and stuff. There, that's the back of the saw to the right hand side, sucking air from behind, around this handle grip just here, fresh air. The clip goes, hold you close to me. The clip goes at the end of it, just there. So you put in that little clip there, it's sitting on a rubber grommet under the things that's all squished in yet. And you open these up with your fingers and then pop the air filter off. So I was trying to work out how it's held in there. Because the old one had a clip on the back. Had that for the back. There's that part. Clips, so they clipped on, so I was trying to find something like that. I thought of hinging it a different way. I put these rubber clips on different ways to try and make it fit. But now I've got to fit this air filter part, and I've got to get that boot there through the hole and onto the carby somehow. That's not going to be fun. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I might put the carby on. Well, it's saying put the boot on first, but yeah, it's going to be fun. But I'll try that first. One part I could understand, so I've got to show it to you guys. The rubber gasket or grommet, it's got a tongue hanging out. Tongue just there, and it said don't fit the wrong way. I know what it's for. It goes underneath that plate just there, so dirt and crap can't be sucked in easily. So pretty simple. So I'll put this in the saw. This will have to go like that on the saw, but I'll put the elbow in first. Anyway, when you put the car back on, make sure you push the elbow down and it clicks into that ball joint there. So put that on there. Do the main cover now. So that part will come on, and it looks like it's erased this rubber wedge thing because it's covering the holes off of that. Can't put that in at the same time, so it's got little tongues just there. So they go into that hole and hide the carby in its own little spot. So I'll put that on. Now that part's on. I got the little tongue at the back here, in line with the clip on that one. So just there. I'll put that on now. Trying to be as quick as I can, guys. I'm going to feed this through this template because once you do this thing on, you can't get to anything. So we put in like that somehow. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but you move both the screws at the front, and it should all fit together. And that's it. 2 screws, and you're done. Just starting to pull that through. So that will be the base of the air filter. Nice and flexible though. Not hard at all. There goes all that. Make sure that's all down. And I'm going to put the bolt and washer, these ones in here, in the holes up here, and it's almost done. So all I have to do now is put the pre-filler on the air filler to get all the big fines out, especially in Australian stuff. Australia has so dusty hardwood. It's not funny. Should be, every saw should have a good filter. It goes on like that. Just put it to one side when you put it in there. You don't get upset. If you go where the spark plug is, it'll hit. So I'll turn that sideways just a bit. I put the bolt in there. She's tight. So now that part there is on. I have to pull that off actually. I'll clip the thing in first. But anyway, I'll put the spark plug back in and put it all together and show you guys. Hang on. Alright, I put it all together. And go back home. Depends if I get the car on Monday or Tuesday before I can mail the thing. So I'll put that air filter to one side because it goes like you're hitting the actual spark plug, so I don't like that. Just probably here like that, just one side. I'll leave that off first because I got to put the spring over it to hold everything down. And so I think that gets in the road. We'll see. Yeah, she's tight. Quite tight. We get under that tongue. I just don't hold all the dust and shit. Need free hands. Come on. Tight, isn't it, guys? That's one. This loosen up in time, but I feel a bit tight than loose. Why can't I do that one? Can't hold my tongue right. There you go, it's on there. Push down, also push across. Make sure everything's touching the way it should be touching. Looks good. Put the pre-filter on the air filler. So the guy Harold does this. Does a lot of iron bar cutting and stuff like that. So he wants a good filter. So he sent away for it in America somewhere. Now this is being a bit high. I'm not sure if it will affect. I need to down more. Make sure nothing's in the road. But yeah, that should be right. Oh, okay. I hate when you've got parts left over, but the two new screws holding the cover down. This goes over the top like that. Not sure why it's done that. I think it's that pre-fill. It can't go down any further. Might have to though. Bugger. Oh, I forgot to show you guys, I put the little square foam that goes in that part to the hot part, hot air, but we don't use it straight because it ain't cold enough. That's fine. Trust me, one you can't get string into. That's one. That's two. That's it. I'm going to start her up later today and make sure she's tuning in right, but that's it. So, heavy duty air filler for the Makita. Doesn't feel no difference, but the shame is I've got that part there, it's black. They look good, awesome. Alright guys, I got other things to do today. But I want to get this done because that way the iron knows how this comes apart and stuff like that. It's bad you can't get your finger in there, so use a screwdriver. But it all bolts down nice. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be awesome. Alright guys, over and out. Thanks for watching. Get these other jobbers down now.